I mean, he was like still recovering from, whatever he had, but
sure,
he, he's short of breath, or he was short of breath at the time, and but there are those moments where you really hear his phrasing and the timbre of his voice and everything, and it was like, if only for those few seconds, it was by far worth it for that.
There'll never be another.
No, not
absolutely.
even close.
I mean, and I don't know if you got to see the funeral and the
I did.
send-off.
Yeah, I watched
Vince Gill.
Oh my God!
I mean,
yeah,
I
met Vince Gill 2 nights ago.
Wow.
And I mean, it was real brief, and I didn't want to bring it up because, like,
I don't blame you.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But I was thinking about it the whole time.
I thought Patty was going to have to go hold him up there.
Oh yeah, man. She held it together.
She did. She's amazing.
Yeah.
And again, you can't, we can sit here and talk for 24 hours about George Jones and his influence and still not be halfway to where it needs to be. And it's obvious in your songs and in your songwriting and your approach. I mean, that's the thing too. You approach it with respect, with reverence, that it's earned. And I appreciate that and respect you for that as well, man. Can you make some more for us right now?
Absolutely, yes.
What you gonna do?
What? Maybe I'll do something from the record.
Good thought. Good thought.
All right, this one's called "A New Love Can Be Found." Some stranger is with her for the first time tonight. What's a man to do when he just can't win? And all the voices in my head are saying, cry your days away. Why can't somebody come to me and say, hey, mister, don't let it bring you down. A new love can be found. Just open up your eyes. It wasn't meant to be. No, not this time around. A new love can be found. Are they lovers more than we were? I can't keep it off my mind. Why is the one I love so well with someone new? And did she ever really love me? Or did she always think it wrong? Just for better or for worse, but not for long. Hey, mister, don't let it bring you down. A new love can be found. Just open up your eyes. It wasn't meant to be. No, not this time around. A new love can be found. It wasn't meant to be. No, not this time around. A new love can be found.
Excellent stuff. Daniel Romano live on 90.3 The Rock and UTTV The Rock Unplugged. Before we leave, I want to touch on another gentleman that, obviously, one of the cool things about this guy that I'm getting ready to talk about is that he brought or brings and continues to bring, especially my crowd, our crowd, the college radio crowd, country music to a whole new crowd. And he did this back in the late 60s as well, continues to happen today. And a lot of your songs, I think, are influenced by him, or at least sound like they would be, and that's Graham Parsons. And
sure.
He wore nudie suits too.
Yeah, he did.
And so do you as well. And the Stetsons, he didn't wear Stetsons much. His hair was
he had
pretty.
that crazy one, that nudie one with the blue, I think blue stars, kind of like Elton John's hat, right?
Exactly,
yeah.
exactly. A guy who hung out with the Stones and turned them on to country music as well, you know, and unfortunately the Stones turned him on to heroin.
Yeah. Fair trade.
But a guy I'm sure that definitely, I'm sure it's had an influence on what you do, because it's so cool, because, you know, these young guys that come through here and DJ, if they get turned on to real country music, more than half, it's through hearing the Burrito Brothers or Graham and Emmylou Lou. That's a cool thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's mostly the reason that I have, you know, a deep respect for him, is that he, you know, brought what was known to, you know, probably his peers as the hokey old people's music.
Yeah,
you know, he made it very clear how wrong they were, you know. And that's, you know, that's really important, because it's, you know, in my opinion, the best kind of music there is, because everybody knows about it.
It's so accessible. It's talking about day-to-day life, you know.
Exactly.
It really is.
Yeah,
you know?
There's no fairy tales. There's no fantasy. It's just...
And he, like you said, he kind of hipped it up.
Oh, yeah.
He really
yeah.
did.
Yeah, absolutely.
He and his entire band, and that band, my God, when you're surrounded by people like that, you know, I mean, what an incredible band the Flying Burrito Brothers were. And then Lou comes along, and, you know, and so the guy kind of had that Midas touch, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely.
As well. But talent that can never be ignored, but that I think shows up in what you do. And you can hear that influence. You can hear, you know, especially some of the slower stuff that he did and what you do. A lot of commonality there with the voices, even too. And
I hesitate to give him full credit, because I feel like deep down somewhere, Lee Hazelwood had more to do with that than anybody.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I know, like, he made that Submarine Band record or whatever it was, and then Parsons left to be in the Byrds, and that kind of just laid flat. But if you listen to that, that's like, I mean, I feel like when Lee Hazelwood produces something, he basically tells you exactly what record you're making before you make it. You know, that's the impression I get. So I give at least 50% credit to Lee Hazelwood as well.
Good call.
Yeah.
I'll take that. I'll take that. And it's amazing, you know, the musicians back then that were, I mean, Clarence White's of the world back then even, and Gene Parsons.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's just amazing. And one of the reasons I thought about that is, I saw Marty Stewart last year, and it's always cool to see that guitar. You know, that Clarence and Gene put together.
Yeah.
Still today.
I have a B Bender in my Telecaster. That's Clarence White. Yeah.
There you go. There you go.
And I had an email correspondence with Gene, because, like, they're still the only people that do it, right?
Wow,
so if you want a B Bender in your guitar, you got to get in touch with them.
And why not go straight to the top?
Yeah. And so they were like, take your neck off, send it down, it'll be $1,000, you know. But then, like, the next day, I found an American Telecaster with a Bender already in it, so I was like, well, there it is. You know?
Yeah,
it was cheaper to just buy the whole guitar.
What a great sound, too,
yeah,
man.
It's so fun.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Daniel Romano live in studio on 90.3 The Rock and UTTV The Rock Unplugged. My name's Benny Smith. You got one more before we let you out of here?
Sure, yeah, I got one more.
Don't forget he and the band playing live tonight at Barley's.
What song should I do here?
As he peruses his catalog.
Oh, I know what I'll do. All right, this one's it's like PG-13 tops.
Cool. I'll cover one ear then.
Yeah. No swearing in country music. I didn't know what I could do. There's just no way of loving you. It weighed so heavy on my mind. Can't keep my woman satisfied. I told my doctor since you left, the man I was got laid to rest. He said we all get low sometimes, but I can bring you back to life if you see Alice. Tell her I'm ready to go. I took pills for my courage and wine from my mind, and my pride is starting to show. Well, I ain't been up in, I don't know, 35 days or so, and Lord, it makes a man feel low. But But then the doctor said, get out of bed. I got you something good to go straight to your head. If you see Alice, tell her I'm ready to go. Have you seen her hanging around with them younger boys in town? Keeping busy with them all. Even though I'm standing tall, I took too many and now I'm sick. So send her loving double quick. There ain't no blood left in my brain. So boys, before I go insane, if you see Alice, tell her I'm ready to go. I took pills for my courage and wine from my mind, and my pride is starting to show. Well, I ain't been up in, I don't know, 35 days or so, and Lord, it makes a man feel low. But then the doctor said, get out of bed. I got you something good to go straight to your head. If you see Alice, tell her I'm ready to go. If you see Alice, tell her I'm ready to go.
Oh, yeah. Playing on the get box with the Lester Flat pick guard there, up and down. I love it, man. Daniel Romano, live on 90.3 The Rock and UTTV, The Rock Unplugged. Let me take my glasses off so I can see. On Normal Town Records, it's a fantastic new record, Come Cry With Me. And it's 90.3 The Rock. Stick around. We've got a Birds tune covered by My Morning Jacket. Classic coming up next. It's 90.3 The Rock.